Hey guys, so for this week we are talking about cystic fibrosis related diabetes, also known as CFRD, and we'll be talking about how we manage it. I think we're talking about how we manage it and how we are diagnosed with it.
I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.
So I definitely have to say, out of everyone on this channel, I'm the one who has the most aggressive CFRD. So I can go on and on and on about this, but I'm going to try my best to break it down for you guys and say when I was diagnosed with it, how I responded, how it's progressed, and how I'm doing with it today. Just simple like that, so I can keep my thoughts straight. So I was diagnosed with CFRD in 2011, and the way they determined this was by having me take all the glucose tolerance tests. I believe that's what they called. And that's basically where you drink this really sugary drink, and and then they test your blood sugars before, during, and after, and then several times. So you check your blood sugar several times to see if you've had any spikes in your blood sugars. And they saw with mine that they were higher than they're supposed to be, and that's how they determined that I had CFRD. And the first medication that they started giving me was Lantus. It's a long-lasting insulin. And I took that nighttime, and it just kept my blood sugars pretty consistent throughout the daytime. And I had to check my blood sugars 2 hours after I ate. And first hearing that it's cystic fibrosis related diabetes, I didn't understand fully what it was. I thought it was kind of like diabetes type 2, where you can, if you work hard, you can get rid of it. And so in my mind, I thought if you cut out all the sugar out of my diet, all the carbs on my diet, that I can get rid of this. That's not the case. With CFRD, it's caused because the pancreas is scarred and it's clogged from all the mucus. But I did cut a lot of carbs and sugar from my diet, to the point where my nutritionist said it's good to bring a little bit back in and have some healthy carbs. So I did have rice. I had rice and a little bit of bread, like with toast, but I had no sugar. I tried to avoid chips as much as possible. I wasn't a soda person, so I didn't have to cut that out. But just any other kind of carb that I could cut out, I cut out. And whenever I went to parties or anything like that, and I had something sugary, because my diet was so used to no sugar, every time when I took or ate some sugar, my body felt very sick. It's because my body wasn't used to all that sugar. But then once I realized that you can't get rid of CFRD, I had to start introducing my body back to carbs, and I had to do that very slowly, because if I did that fast, my body would not have liked that. But I'd do that very, very slowly. In 2015, my blood sugars became more aggressive, and that happens sometimes where it'll become aggressive and sometimes it won't. It's different for everybody, but for me it became more aggressive. So to help that, they had to give me another kind of insulin, because the Lantus couldn't do it all. So they started giving me Humalog, which is short acting, and it just covers my meals. So now I had to check my blood sugars before I ate, and then took the insulin, and then checked 2 hours after I ate, and had to see if I had to correct my blood sugars. And this was the reason why I was saying 2015. It's also because I was diagnosed with CF liver disease that year. And with CF liver disease, I can only have a certain amount of protein. I can only have 75 grams of protein. So I can't eat as much protein as I used to, but I still need to keep my weight consistent. So to help keep my weight consistent, I do eat a lot of carbohydrates to give me the fats and carbs and such to maintain my weight. And ever since then, I'd like to say it's been easy, but I'd be lying if I said that. Because there have been several times my blood sugars have spiked, or I've experienced a lot of lows, and it's definitely not easy. I would have to say, out of everything that I deal with CF, with my lungs, with my digestive system, with my liver, and with my pancreas, CFRD is one of the hardest things for me to balance and manage. And it takes a lot of dedication to really focus and take the correct amount of insulin that you're supposed to. So what I have done now, and it's working if I keep up with it, I have a journal that I write down my blood sugars, how much insulin I took, if I had to correct doses. Correct doses means, like, say my blood sugars were in the 300s, and my doctor likes it to be in the my doctor likes it to be in the hundreds. If it's in the 200s, that's okay, but it's not the best. But if it's in the 300s, she likes me to correct, to bring it down. So I had to write if I corrected, and if it was high, I have to say, oh, I misdosed, or I'm stressed, because my stress levels do affect my glucose. And then I also have to say if I had a low and what I did to get my blood sugars back up. So keeping a journal definitely helps. You just have to really get serious and write down everything. I wish I could say I'm the best at writing things down, but no, I'm not the best at writing things down. I'm still trying to remember to journal. But yeah, that's when I was diagnosed, how it's progressed, and how I'm currently managing it. It's not easy, I'd have to say. But it takes time and it takes dedication to get your work done. I was going to say get your work done, but... So yeah, that's how I was diagnosed, that's how it's progressed, and that's how I manage it. There's a lot more I can say about it, but I thought I'd bring it in so it's a little bit shorter and I'm not talking forever. But I hope this video gave you a different perspective. As you'll see this week that we all have different perspectives and how CFRD has or hasn't affected us. And you'll see how we're all very, very different and how we manage things very, very different. So that's it for my video today. I hope you guys liked it. And if you guys have any questions, you can comment them below, because I can go ahead and answer those. Or I might be doing that in a future video, answering them there. We'll see. If you have any video suggestions, comment those below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow any of our social media. Mine and the channels will be in the description box below. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye.